Okay, we're going to be talking about something. As you can see, we're in the tropics here, so I haven't been for a swim. This is good old Aussie sweat here, and we haven't even done anything yet. So we're talking about a very important part of your training. The most important area of anyone's self-defense ability is timing. You got Chang Yiu Chun used to say, he didn't speak much English, and he would just point to my watch and say, you not got this, nothing. That's what he used to say. Meaning, if you haven't got timing, you've got nothing at all. And of course, you've got to have timing, especially in the way we defend ourselves. But it's got to be like subconscious timing, like the timing of a dog when it's fighting, or animals. They have perfect timing. Wally, you don't see a dog, for instance. Yeah, I've seen a few dogs that look like Wall. Just attack there, Wall. You don't see a dog going, no, that's bad timing. Throw the punch again. That's timing. All right, thanks, Wall. So that's what I'm talking about when you talk about timing. Everything we do is based upon gaining the correct timing. And although Chang Yiu Chun used to have a couple of training methods to gain timing, this is for very basic people, for people who are first learning. For the most part, he was a very practical person, and so he would never teach you anything that you couldn't use later on. So even all the training methods, they were all practical. They had very deadly striking methods in them. And so he used to use a series of 8, and I've added one myself, 8 training methods, which were also his preemptive strikes. So you've not only got to be able to defend yourself against someone else's attack, you've also got to be able to attack someone before they've even attacked you. This is in particular useful in the case of multiple people. You're fighting multiple people, 2 or more people. And even just one person. Quite often, I've had it all around the world, people come to me and say, well, you know, I'm standing here, there's someone here, I know he's going to hit me. What do I do? Do I wait for him to hit me? If you know you're going to get hit, if you know it's going to be on, then, of course, the golden rule is, the old Chinese saying of, if someone attacks you, attack them first. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, we have to have preemptive attacks. And Chang Yiu Chun gives us all of the ways of attacking and the areas to attack. So we don't have to sit there thinking, well, when am I going to hit this bloke? I'm going to hit him on the nose, just punch him on the chin, or just throw out a punch and hope that it hits somewhere. What am I going to do? So with these 8 training methods, you get the exact training methods that you need for preemptive strikes. But they're also excellent timing training methods. They also teach you about timing. Because if you don't get the timing right, they're not going to work too well. And of course, if you don't get the timing right in anything, nothing will work too well. So to begin with, there are 2, well, not 2, but 2 variations on a theme of some timing methods that I like to teach people. And Chang Yiu Chun didn't teach these methods, but these are methods that I've always taught. So I'll give you those first, and then we'll go on to the Chang Yiu Chun way. He just used to get in there and fight, and that's the way he used to learn about time. He used to teach about timing. He'd just literally walk up to you and bop you, and if you didn't hit him first, he'd say, wrong. You know, that's wrong. That's wrong. You didn't hit me, and you walk me like this. But, okay, I'll hit you next time. Then the next time comes up and he hits you again. And you keep doing it until you're landing punches before he's attacked you. So the golden rule is that you strike someone when they move, not when they strike you. So obviously, scientifically, in order for someone to hit you, they've got to move. They can't just stand here and go and hit you, although some people would have us believe this. Oh, I saw this faith healer the other night, an Aussie, the greatest new thing since sliced bread, this Aussie pluck. I can't stand them. They're walking around with this sort of stuff, you know, and they're supposed to be faith healers going, you know, hall full of 100 people, they're all paying him millions of dollars, and it's, whoa, slick-ass stuff. I just can't stand, you know. Okay, if he was an old bloke living in a little hut over there with bare feet, and someone said they got healed by him, I'd say, oh, I'd go and see this bloke. But I'm not going to go and pay $100, you know, with 50,000 other people and have a show, watch a show. And I'll tell you what it was exactly like. Well, I watched this very carefully, because I know what they do. And you know the thing where they go bop and they fall down and they faint and everything. They pick their mark too, by the way. I can pick my mark as well. Some people it just doesn't work with. Nah. And I watched this guy very carefully. He did a very specific dim mak strike. It was so specific, it was just ridiculous, this bloke. He was walking up to them. He'd stand back here. He wouldn't just walk up to them and go like that. And none of them ever do that. It's first of all, he hypes himself up. They go, oh no, the power of Jesus. Wah! And he's going like this. And he walked straight up to this woman. And he didn't just touch her. He went bop on the head. But at the same time, he put his hand here and pulled it back. He kinked the brainstem. Thanks, Walt. He kinked the bloody brainstem, which is not only fooling the people, it's bloody dangerous to do that. And of course, these people are fainting. And one woman's lying on the ground while he's doing someone else. And he's treating a woman with MS, for God's sake, and this woman's in a wheelchair. And he comes out and says, oh, the power of Jesus is going to heal you, sister, blah, 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 blah. He says, take my hands, you can walk, you can walk. And so he pulls her up out of the chair, and he's holding her hands, and she's going, I'm not poking fun at the woman, but this is what was happening. And she's going, it's a miracle! She's walking! She's cured! She's cured! And all the audience is going, yay! Yay, brother! Yay! She's cured! And she's going like this. To make me believe she'd have to get up and play tennis or something, you know. The MS is still, what a load of crap. And he tried to heal another bloke with this condition where you get calcification on your tendons here and your hands end up like this when you get older, just through hard work. And he came up and he says, oh, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Any difference? And the guy's saying, nah, mate, nothing at all. And the guy's saying to him, and he actually, like this, he did this, he said, you've got to believe in it. You've really got to believe in it. And he said, yeah, I'll believe it when you cure me, mate. But anyway, timing. Got to go back to timing. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of methods of timing. They're really excellent to teach you timing. The voice is a mediator between abstract and physical. So if you've got something, so you've got a voice, and you've got your mind. Your mind is the abstract part. Physical is the punching part or the hand part. Your voice will react to something quicker than you will physically, because your voice is something where you don't really have to use much. It's just it's something you've done since birth. You've got a voice, and you just use it subconsciously. So your voice is a subconscious thing. It just happens. You don't have to think, I am now going to talk. You don't do that. You just talk, don't you? Or babies just make noises. Either end, it doesn't matter. I should, a whole new training method, eh? When someone, you could, by what you eat, you could turn into a whole self-defense routine. Knock down a dog at 50 yards. Anyway, we're talking about the voice. So the voice will happen long before you can move physically. And because your voice is a semi-abstract thing, you can actually attach your voice to your movements. So what we do first is, we literally have your partner standing, well, sorry mate, you can have your partner standing in front of you. And I'm looking over here, but I'm looking at Wal at the moment. Wal goes to punch me. You see, I said when his body started to move. I just went like that, just a little noise. So my voice was able to move at almost the exact time that Wally went to punch me, because I'm not doing this, throw punching and what. See, now I'm looking at his hand. I'm trying to, that it would have been too late. I'm trying to block his hand. Do it again. It moves. It made it when his hand when his body went to move. You see, so I'm looking at his body. So just throw a punch again. Well, see, his body had to move. There's no way he can punch me without his body moving. So I'm reacting to his body and not to his hand or his foot or whatever portion's attacking me. So that's the first area you've got to learn, is to react to a person's body, not their hand.